Welcome back. In our last video, we successfully demonstrated the use of mathematics and physics to evaluate behavior in our game. Our player drops from the sky and lands on the floor perfectly. But right now, they don't have a brain. They can't move. Today, we're going to fix that. We're going to apply programming skills related to software development by writing our very first C# script. We'll set up the dials we need to control their speed and jump height. So, let's get coding. First, let's keep things organized. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new folder in our assets folder here. So I'm going to right click in the assets folder. I'm going to go to create folder. I'm going to name this scripts, but I'm going to put an underscore before it because I want all my files to be on top of anything downloaded or stuff that I didn't create. So I'm actually going to do that with the scenes folder. I'm going to right click on it, go to rename, go to the front of that and just drop an underscore because eventually I'll be creating levels for it too. So, alright, next let's open up our scripts folder. Inside we're going to right click, go to create, go to mono behavior script, but don't click away. Alright, it's very important that you don't click away. Just as while it's highlighted blue, name it player controller with a capital P and a capital C. And then go ahead and just, once this is done, compiling everything in the initial script, go ahead and just double click on it to open up the player controller. So I should have explained this first, but I'll explain it now. So the reason why I said don't click away after you created the new script is because the name of the script has to match the name of the script internally in this class function. If you had clicked away and then changed the name, then this class would have said new behavior script and it wouldn't have matched. And it's an easy fix. You change, all you gotta do is just type in player controller there, but it's just one more small little thing that we don't need to worry about. So right now this script is just a piece of paper sitting in our filing cabinet. We need to attach it to our character so it knows who to control. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to click on our player, and then we're going to click and hold this player controller script and drag it over to our player so that it's inside, nested inside of the player object. And you can see it here in the inspector. Real quick, go ahead and press Ctrl S just to save your scene. Alright, back in our code, let's analyze the basic programming structure of our application. I'm going to maximize the screen here. At the top we have our using tags. Think of these like telling the computer which toolboxes we need to open to build the game. Below that is our class declaration. Notice how the name here perfectly matches our file name. Everything inside of these curly brackets right here and right here belongs to our player. Inside we have two default methods. We have the start method, which is like the starting gun of a race. Any code we put in here happens exactly once when the game begins. Then we have our update method, which runs continuously every single frame. This is where we will eventually put our code to check if the player is pressing any buttons. Before we can move, we need to create, name, and assign values to variables. A variable is simply a named box where we store data that the game needs to remember. What we can do is we create a new line here at the top. You can follow along with me. I'm just going to paste this variable in from our code. Now, let's break it down. When we type in public float move speed equals 5f, the first word, public, is our access modifier. This is a magic word that tells Unity to let us see this box in the inspector. Next is the float. This tells the computer what kind of data is in the box. Float is a number that can have decimals. If we only wanted whole numbers, we would use an int, which we'll use in later scripts. Next, we give our box a name, move speed. Notice I used a lowercase m and a capital S. This is called camel case, and it's a standard practice for naming variables. Finally, we set it equal to 5. and we put a little F after it just to remind the computer it's a float. We need to end the sentence with a semicolon. In C#, semicolons are periods at the end of a sentence. Let's just make one more for jumping. Go ahead and type in public float, name it jump force, set it equal to 10F, and don't forget your semicolon. Go ahead and press Ctrl S after you're done. Now that your code is saved, let's head back into Unity. If it's compiling, give it a second to finish, and click on your player. Our variables are now dials we can tweak right here without opening our code again. You guys did fantastic today. We've got our variables set up. In video 5 we're going to dive back into this script and use that move speed variable to write the logic that captures our keyboard input and actually moves our character left and right across the screen. Keep learning, keep building. I'll see you in the next video.